crap. 80 notes. 80 notes! Oh, well, at least most of the items that are up in the rafters of that area still save. Fart. I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm gonna go in. Well, here, let me explain what I'm gonna do. Since we already have all but a couple of the jiggies and like the honeycomb pieces and things like that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around and recollect the notes and then leave and pretty much leave everything else. So, all right. So I will see you guys in a little while. All right. So I'm about back to where I was, flying around inside the chapel, as you can see. I am 2 notes short of where I was at before, but I'm not exactly sure where those notes are. So I'm just going to cut back in here and note the fact that there are notes on the back of the pews. So we're going to want to kill the rather large ghost who's kind of wandering around in here and make our way across the pews, grab the 4 notes there, which will put our total at 82. Again, I'm missing 2 notes. I'm not exactly sure where I missed them. I'm thinking they might be back around the well area. I may have missed one of the platforms with notes there, but aside from that, I'm pretty much back where I was. I collected a lot more items, things like eggs and feathers and stuff, on my way here. I also did not bother collecting things like Jinjos again, because obviously there's no reason to collect those more than once, because once you get the Jiggy, you don't have to worry about them. Okay, is this going to be a thing now? Am I going to die here again? Because I better not. I would be royally ticked if I were to die here again. That would be bad. Go away. Trying to do a running backflip there, but it didn't quite work. Oh, my kingdom for invincibility frames. This is going to be a thing, isn't it? I don't have any Wonder Wing feathers, and this ghost is starting to tick me off. Go away. Okay. I need this note. I'm not going to finish with 99. Yes, got it. Okay. Now, to get out of here. Yeah, getting down from the rafters is not easy because it's very easy, because this area is so much bigger than it looks. It's very easy to fall and just die, just straight up die. So, yeah, I think the total fall takes away 4 health cells from you, even if you do flutter on the way down. So you have to be extremely careful to like jump maybe back towards the flying pad or something, and then do something to minimize the damage that you take. Otherwise, you're going to probably die in there, and unless it's the last area that you do in this level, you're going to wind up like me, where it's one of the first areas or towards the middle of the, you know, and then you're going to end up dying, and then you're going to end up frustrated, and you're going to end up angry, and, you know, the whole works. I guess I didn't go back into this room. I hope this isn't where those last 2 notes are that I missed. That'd be embarrassing. No, just eggs. Okay. I'm thinking the last 2 notes are probably near the well, because that's the one area that I didn't really explore. Let's go back that way and check. Because I know I went back in there and got all 4. I got all 4 on top of the hut as well. Let's go check back by the well, just in case. I also need more gold feathers, just as a side note. There you go, maybe this will give us a hand. I know that there's at least 2 gold feathers here in the water. I grabbed 1 on my way to the chapel because I knew I was going to need it. But, no, I don't see any more notes. Yeah, I guess I just missed them, and I don't know where, so I may be in trouble, but hopefully I'm not. There is one more thing I wanted to check, because I have a feeling that you can actually go into the well, and I want to check that. I'm thinking I can. Yes, it looks like I can. And I want to come down here, right? Yes. Okay. So this is an area that I could explore more fully as Banjo and Kazooie, but I actually don't want to do that because I don't want to take that much damage because I don't have all that much health. So I'm going to wait and come back here after we visited Mumbo. Which may seem like it's a bit of a cop-out, but trust me, it's a lot easier to navigate that area as Mumbo's transformation than any other way. Go away, skeleton. Nobody likes you. Talking of which, I think Mumbo is one of the last things that we actually have to do in this level. Except find those last 2 notes. I want to go back and find those last 2 notes before I do anything else, simply because otherwise I'm going to be kicking myself if I end up getting through the last few areas of this level and not have all the notes. Because I didn't fully explore these rooms my second time through. I want to make sure that I get all of everything, so... This gross shower. It's not up there. Maybe it's in the other room? Where the honeycomb piece is? Because I could have sworn I got all of them. Maybe there's a couple more up at the tippy top of the house that I missed? There's one of them. I could use that. Die. You could also use the health that you drop. So, i.e., there's 2 reasons right away for me to murder you. No. Okay. Let's check the top of the house for those last 2 notes real quick. Sorry, I just had to pop my neck there. I've been playing this game for... Well, counting this recording session and the last one, probably around... Yeah, rat bat. Probably around 2 hours straight, and staring up at my TV for that long, it's hard on the neck, so... I know, first world problems, but my neck isn't that that great of a shape in the first place, because work tends to stress it out too, so it's not just that. Okay, I don't think there are any notes in here, no. Oh, did I not? This... So these are the last 2 notes that I missed, I guess. I know I came in and got the other 4. I just missed those 2. So yeah, those are the last 2 notes that I missed. So now we're up to 84, which is what we would have been at before I died anyway. Okay, now what? Now Mumbo. If I can ever remember exactly how to get to him. See, that's down by the... I think he's up here somewhere. He's up here, obviously. But, getting to him is a little bit trickier than it seems. See, he's right there. So there you can poke him. Can you get... Okay, so... Okay, right here we go. Here we go, okay. So you had to jump over this wall here to be able to reach him. There's another Wonderwing Feather. See, now that we don't need them necessarily, we're starting to rack up Wonderwing Feathers. Where were you in the chapel when I needed you? Darn it. Okay, there's some notes here. 2 of them, it looks like. He also needs 20 Mumbo tokens. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of Mumbo tokens. And I think this is actually Mumbo's original hut, rather than a copy or like a second hut or whatever, because the decor in here is a little bit different. See, there are like little green eyes and stuff around. So this is the worst transformation in the game. But, yeah, I guess the only thing to say good about the pumpkin is the fact that it's small and somewhat cute. But aside from that, it's horribly useless, and you will take a lot of damage because the enemies, well, I guess, no, because see, I was thinking maybe the enemies didn't notice you as the pumpkin, but they do. And that is rather annoying. The one thing that the pumpkin can do that Banjo Kazooie really can't is go into this water. So it's kind of like the crocodile that way, and then you can get inside here, and use that to get in here. And this is why I didn't want to come down here as Banjo Kazooie, because it's a lot easier to just do it as the pumpkin, since you don't have to worry about your air running out or swimming into one of these guys. You can just kind of tiptoe around them, since they only really get you if you're directly above them. There's another Jiggy. We have 2 Jiggies left, and I'm beginning to get a little worried at the fact that I don't remember both of them are. I know where one of them is for sure, but I don't remember where the other one is. I think you might have to grab that as a pumpkin. The other one is a pumpkin as well, but I don't remember exactly. Okay, so I think we cleared this area out. So the well's done. We need to... Okay, we need to go back to... The house. The house. We need to go to the house. Okay. We need to work our way up the house as the pumpkin and get into some areas that we couldn't go before. Because remember, there were some areas that we couldn't get that were smaller. Yeah. So, yeah, like Lago. Remember I said that Lago... Well, Lago noted that we were too big to be able to fit. And I was like, why would anyone want to fit in there? This is why. Because there's a Jiggy. That's the reason. That's always the reason. There's always a Jiggy. So we can actually use this drain pipe. Sorry about that. We can use this drain pipe to reach... Well, no, this isn't a drain pipe at all. This is just a bucket. And this bucket has all but 2 of the notes we need. And... Oh, a Jiggy! Oh, a Jiggy! Oh. We actually can't get the Jiggy from here. We have to fall on it. From above. I'm trying to remember how to get up there as the pumpkin. And I'm worried because I don't remember how. I thought... No, there's... It's something like this drain pipe here, where you just... But you just go into it and you automatically wind up on the upper floor. But I don't remember exactly where it's at. Maybe it's down here. Nope. Okay. Stay away from me, Rat Bat. Again, the pumpkin is extremely fragile. You can't take any hits as it, so you have to be really, really careful. There's no reason for me to come into this room. We need to get up to the 2nd floor of the mansion. There's the other 2 Jiggies. Obviously, the one is in the well. There's another one, or no, is that Lago's Jiggy? I don't remember. But we have to get up to the 2nd floor of the mansion. That's the thing. And I don't remember how we have to do it as the pumpkin, because we have to get there somehow from here on the ground floor, because there's no other way to get up there, because we can't jump that high as the pumpkin. So there has to be another way, but how? So help me, if I die as the pumpkin, I'm going to be so ticked. So ticked. Because we're so close. We have so many notes. We're almost done with this level. And if I die again, somebody will get hurt. Somebody will be hurt if I die again, especially if I do it to the pumpkin, because that is not something that should happen. It's just not something that should happen. Ouch. Okay. Think. There has to be a way to get inside the mansion as the pumpkin. I used to remember exactly how to do it. Right now, I am drawing a complete blank. And I'm down to 1 health. You know what? Rather than risk it, I'm going to switch back to Banjo Kazooie, grab some health, and come back as the pumpkin, because the pumpkin can't defend itself. So I don't want to die. I've said this again and again and again, and I want it to be very true. Because I don't want to die as the pumpkin. It's a horrible way to die. Transformed into a pumpkin, mauled by a skeleton. Something you could really only say about this game, but it's true. Nobody wants to die as the pumpkin. Note that from there you can get up on top of these walls, but you have to Wonder Wing to move anywhere, and it's really not worth it because it's basically just the same places that you've already been. There we go. There's 1 health. Let me see. Where are you, Rat Bat? I call these guys Rat Bats because they have faces that look like rats. And he killed me. Well, at least I didn't die as the pumpkin. 2 notes short! Okay guys, while I was backtracking through and getting the notes again, I found 2 more notes that I actually missed the first time. So technically, by the point where I should have had all 100 notes, which would have made my, I would have felt a lot better about what I was doing. So yeah, I'm glad I actually died, because otherwise I would have been spent another probably half hour searching for those last 2 notes over ground that I'd already been. So anyway, yeah, cutting back out.